Yes, as painful as it is time to look back on yesterday's England game against Denmark with Carling. But we can't wait, as Alan would say. Stan Collymore was in the stadium, watched it all unfold. Former England striker, he joins us now. Hey, Stan.
Paul, Andy, how are we?
Yeah, we're not bad, Stan. We're not bad. We're still slightly shell shocked from what we saw. I mean, was it a shock to you? Certainly after the goal, the level of performance.
Yeah, it was. The drop-off was quite profound. Obviously, in a debrief, you're looking at what went right and what went wrong. There wasn't very much that went right. I think the interesting thing is, and maybe we'll come to Gareth going back to the future, if you like, which I think he will do. I think he'll change system when it comes to Slovenia ahead of getting into the next round. But in terms of the four, you have to go wind everything back to basics. What are the four main components to a quality team? It's the shape of the team. So the 11, how they play. The balance, I think the balance was off. The fluidity between the lines. You look at Spain yesterday, they passed it from back to front. And then the tempo. And the thing is with England, they had none of those components. The shape was all over the place. Jude Bellingham in the first half against Serbia, because he was everywhere, his heat map was left wing, left back, right back, wanted to do everything. He dropped off a cliff in the second half against Serbia, and he hasn't been back since. So the shape was all off. Declan Rice, there's a clip gone out, some young man's put out there, a statistician. Declan Rice with his back to play, in other words, his front to Jordan Pickford, and how many times he could have played the ball forward and chose not to. Now, there's been a bit of an argument and debate on television. I caught up this morning with various pundits saying, should he be playing that deep? So that's shape, that's balance. The fluidity, there has been none. I think that for 40 years, to be perfectly honest, bar the qualification period for the last Euros and World Cup, whereby we did play with the fluidity, and I'll come to what I think Gareth will do to get that back, is that England teams historically haven't kept the ball and manipulated the ball well from the centre spot to the opponent's penalty spot. So that was off. And then the tempo. If you're looking at, and I waxed lyrical about Turkey against Georgia the other day, what a fantastic advert for association football. Two teams having a really good go at each other. Looked fresh, looked lively. Now, neither Georgia nor Turkey, with the greatest respect to them, are playing in La Liga every week or the Premier League every week. But Spain played well. All of their players play top-flight football. Germany played well. All of their players play top-flight football. So the four components, shape, balance, fluidity and tempo, were all missing from England. And it's now down to Gareth to rectify that. And I think he will. And I think he will by a change of system.
Oh. Yeah, it's interesting. Did you feel that Foden was slightly better than in the first game? Wouldn't be difficult, but I thought he had his moments. And
I think he may well miss out if Gareth decides to change things, because I think it's, unless he goes to 4-3-3, which I don't think he will, I think he may well decide to go with three central defenders again, you know. And I think that he did it in the Euros final against Italy, which we lost. But he played it with a degree of success. So bear with me. So you got Pickford in goal, Kyle Walker as the right-sided centre-half, John Stones in the middle, and it was Harry Maguire on the left. Mark Gueye, for me, has been man of the match in 2 games. So those are your 3 central defenders. What do? They've got pace. They've got the ability for Stones to be able to step in and crucially do what Declan Rice didn't do well yesterday. Then you've probably got Luke Shaw coming back. One of the big things that England lacked was attacking width. You talk about Phil Foden, Andy, but Bukayo Saka hasn't been great. Again, I saw a young lad saying, you know, an Arsenal fan, the stats suggest that Bukayo Saka had the 4 most attempted tackles. I don't care. We've all got eyes. We all know what we see. A winger should go past the player to the byline, cut the ball back, 2 or 3 players oncoming. The only time we did that was when the goal came, and that was from Kyle Walker. Lo and behold, Bukayo Saka's in the box, Harry Kane's in the box and scores.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons, 1 till 4. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.